The goalkeeper position is the most important in world football. However, what if I put the gloves on myself? Today, I'm playing my entire career as a goalkeeper, trying to become the greatest of all time by winning a World Cup. And here I am, a 62 rated goalkeeper, but the question is, what club should we join? We can join a lower league side like Salford City, play for the best team in world football in PSG. But I know a team that needs a goalkeeper, and that is Man United. But here we go, I'm kickstarting my career at Man United as a goalkeeper, because in order to become one of the greatest of all time and win the World Cup as a goalie, I'm going to have to win 7 Golden Gloves along the way, starting with my debut Golden Glove by keeping a clean sheet on my debut. And what better way to get my debut Golden Glove in the preseason tournament, as I will be starting against Juventus. I get one chance of getting a clean sheet. And Man United got to work straight away by getting 2 goals in quick succession, while I had to defend my first opportunity. And here come Juventus, the chance to make my first save here, and yes, I do. It was a little bit tricky, but I get the follow-up. And then in the second half, Juventus had one last chance to ruin my debut day Golden Glove win. And here come Juventus, despite trying to get rid of my clean sheet, and yes, I get the save. Let's go. And the referee blows the whistle. I get my first ever clean sheet, getting my debut day Golden Glove. That's 1 Golden Glove out of the 7 I need to win the World Cup and become the world's greatest keeper. If you think I'm gonna start at United next season, make sure to subscribe. However, despite my successful debut, Man United went ahead and signed a brand new goalkeeper in the Belgian Sean Lamens, which means, of course, I won't be the starting keeper, which means, of course, I will be loan listed and try to find a new club. And quickly, I did receive 3 loan offers, all of them being on a 2-year deal. The first offer I have received is 1860 Munich, a team in the 3rd division of German football, and I'm not sure if I want to go that low. And the second offer I've received is from Malaga, and as good as this offer is, they do have a goalkeeper who is 12 ratings above me, which means I would struggle to fight for my place. And the third and final offer I've received is from Bolton Wanderers, a former legendary club now playing in League One. This might be the perfect offer since I want to stay in English football. And my decision has been made, as I'm joining Bolton on a 2-year loan, as my next Golden Glove to win is a lower division Golden Glove by, of course, getting the top clean sheets in the entire league. However, immediately there's a problem, as there is a goalkeeper who is better than me in Nathan Baxter. So of course, in this first season, I will be the backup and hope by next season I could compete with Nathan Baxter. And of course, the only way to get better is by improving my stats. So for this season, we're going for the goalkeeper development plan. And surprisingly, at the end of the season, I actually got a decent amount of games, keeping 7 clean sheets now out of 67. I'm only 1 overall lower than Baxter. I should be starting next season. And as Bolton lost in the playoff final, I know if I was the keeper in that game, I would have promoted them. But regardless, I did finish in 9th place in the Golden Glove race, way behind Kaminsky, who finished with 22. But I know with how good I am now, next season, I could win the lower division Golden Glove. And now in season number 2, the manager has backed me and has made me the starting keeper for my last season here at Bolton. Just take a look at my goalkeeping stats. They're looking so much better. I do not want to be like those goalkeepers out there who can't pass the ball and make mistakes when they're trying to pass. So this season, I'm giving myself the sweeper keeper development plan to work on my goalkeeper kicking, which is my passing. And maybe, just maybe, I could win my lower division Golden Glove and even promote Bolton back to the championship. And now at the end of the season, before I find out if I won the lower division Golden Glove, I have a playoff final to play to try and get Bolton to the championship. And the playoff final was very boring, as I did make 1 save and almost conceded. But now I will be going to my first ever penalty shootout. And the shootout was a tough one, as I couldn't save the first penalty, but I ended up saving 2 crucial penalties as Bolton scored the final one, and I've sent Bolton to the championship as I win my first trophy of my entire career. And I do finish the season with 19 clean sheets now out of 72 overall. Question is, did I win the Golden Glove? Because Kaminsky got way more than 19 last year. And yes, I have done it. 15 clean sheets, the most in division, getting my lower division Golden Glove as we get closer to winning the World Cup and becoming the GOAT goalkeeper. And in season 3, I've returned to Man United. However, Sean Lamens is now a world-class goalkeeper, surrounded by a bunch of goalkeepers that are even way better than I am. So I walked into Amarin's office and told him I do not want to go out on loan anymore, and I do not want to be sitting on the bench for the rest of my career. So I want to leave the club. So at 24 years old, 72 overall, I have been transfer listed. And I just hope out of all the offers that come in, it's a team in the 1st division. And straight away after being transfer listed, I received 3 offers, and great news, they are all from first division clubs. And the first offer that has come in is from Club Brugge, the Belgian league, where Lamens came and joined Man United. And I think this may be a good offer, especially because they have one goalkeeper in Joseph Bursic, who isn't a better overall than I am. And the second offer that's come in is a better club in Trabzonspor from the Turkish league. As much as I would love to join the Turkish Giants, they have one goalkeeper who is 80 overall. I'm 8 overalls less than him, and I'm not sure if I want to fight for my place once again. And the final offer I've received is one of the best clubs in world football, and that is Rangers in the Scottish League. And boys, I would love to join. However, their best goalkeeper is Thomas Graham, 72 overall, and he is 4 years younger than me. I don't know if Rangers would prioritize me. And I think there was only one option, as I'm joining Club Brugge for the next step of my career. As of course, the next Golden Glove I have to win is getting a first division Golden Glove by winning the top clean sheets in the first division. But can I do it here at Club Brugge? And as I have arrived in Belgium, of course, I am the starting goalkeeper. But it's gonna be time to find out what other goalkeepers I'll be competing with, as once again, we're going for the goalkeeper role. However, my debut at Bruges was not incredible, as due to my defense, I conceded from a counter-attack, and they also gave away a penalty, which I conceded, as I lost 2-0 on my debut. And I cannot believe I've lost my debut. My defenders really let me down today. I hope this doesn't become an issue. And the season has come to an end, and I had a pretty great season. 11 clean sheets now out of 77 overall. But did I win the Golden Glove in the first time of asking? And as I win my first league title, how did I finish in 6th place? How did I only get 8 clean sheets? I finished a total of 6 clean sheets away from first place. It cannot be my fault. It has to be my defenders. And maybe on paper this defense does look good, but they did screw me over in my debut game, and it seems like they may have costed me my Golden Glove this early. So as season number 4 begins, I walk into the manager's office and I let him know, I know we won the league last year, but I feel we could have conceded less goals if we signed some better defenders. I know this may be out of pocket, but I don't feel like it's my fault. You know what, Mr. Salinas? I do back you. Let's get some defenders. However, we only have 60 million. So bringing in new defenders is exactly what the manager did. Signing De Winter from AC Milan at a 78 overall. And also signing Bradley Locko from Sheffield United at a 79. And now this defense is looking so much better. I hope that I can win this Golden Glove. If not, I'm gonna look like a fool. As I want to continue to maintain balance, I'm going for the sweeper keeper once again. And boys, at the end of the season, I'm tied for first place with Alex Paulsen. However, there is one game left, and it's going to be against Alex Paulsen's Royal Antwerp. So whoever keeps a clean sheet will win the Golden Glove. However, if we do tie, he wins it because he had less games. So I need to hope he concedes, and I don't. And the final game started off well, as Club Brugge took the lead for me, as I also made a save, and then we scored a penalty, as there was one last opportunity, and all I had to do was not concede to win the Golden Glove. And here come Royal Antwerp. All I have to do is keep a clean sheet and I'll win the Golden Glove. That's another save. And yes, boys, I have done it. I've kept the clean sheet, which gives me my first division Golden Glove as we lift the league title. Once again, I knew we needed defenders. I think it's time to leave Club Brugge, but what's next for my career? And as the brand new season begins, I've gone up to an 83 overall, as I have transfer listed myself, because the next Golden Glove I have to win has to be in the top 5 leagues. So I hope we get offers for some of the best teams in the top 5 leagues. And let me tell you, we have gotten some huge offers, with the first one being Atletico de Madrid in La Liga. However, winning the Golden Glove in La Liga is probably impossible with the likes of Rafinha, Yamal, and Vinicius Jr. But not only that, but their best goalkeeper in Jorgensen is an 88 overall, and I'll probably be the backup. And the second offer that's come in is from Borussia Dortmund. It would still be difficult to win the Golden Glove with the likes of Bayern Munich to deal with, but it's definitely easier than La Liga. However, Kobo is still playing at the club, and once again, I'd be a backup. And the third and final offer I've received is from Juventus in the Serie A. Now, the Serie A is the most defensive league out of all the top 5. However, once again, they have a world-class goalkeeper in Bento. So no matter what club I move to out of all 3, I will have to fight for my place once again. So my decision has been made. Of course, I will be joining Juventus, the old lady, because my favorite goalkeeper of all time is Gianluigi Buffon. And remember, in order for one day for me to win the World Cup, I must win the Golden Glove here. But first, I must take out Bento from the starting 11. So as soon as I arrived in Turin, I went to Tudor's office, the manager, and I asked him, look, man, I want to win the Golden Glove here in the Serie A, and I want to help you guys get back to the top. He says, I do understand that and respect your ambition, but Bento is in his prime right now. If you want to become the Juventus number 1, win us the Coppa Italia, and then you can take Bento's place. So it is confirmed I must win Juventus the Coppa Italia to overtake Bento, as I will be playing for the second team in the cup competition, while I sit on the bench when it comes to Serie A and UCL football. Of course, if I want to win the Coppa Italia, we must continue to improve with the goalkeeper development plan. And there is great news as we reach the Coppa Italia final. But more importantly, I actually kept a clean sheet in every single round Coppa Italia up to this point. So as long as I can finish the job and win this Coppa Italia, I can start for Juventus next season, win my top 5 league Golden Glove, and eventually win the World Cup. However, the Coppa Italia final did not start off well as Milan were dominating. But regardless, I still made some crucial saves. And now we're on to a penalty shootout. And boys, I'm in my first penalty shootout in a big final. I'm not sure if I can win this trophy. And I'm gonna be honest, the shootout did not start off well as Milan scored theirs, but Gonzalez missed our penalty. And throughout the process, I was only able to save one as Mayulu missed another one. João Neves will win the Coppa Italia for AC Milan, and I stayed down the middle. We have lost the Coppa Italia final as AC Milan lift the trophy. And as I failed to win the Coppa Italia, I had a decent season with 10 clean sheets and only 20 appearances. Now at an 85 overall, I am slowly catching up to Bento. And as we also failed to win the league title, the Golden Glove was given to Bento, who tied with 3 other keepers. But it seems like they gave it to him. But I must keep going and focus on winning the Coppa Italia next year, so I can start over Bento and win my Serie A Golden Glove. And now as the season begins, we have one goal in mind, and that's to win the Coppa Italia as we're going for the sweeper keeper row. Can we get to the final once again? And there is great news. We get to run it back against AC Milan. This time, I better not lose. And once again, in a Coppa Italia final, Milan dominated, but I had the best game of my career, making save after save. And once again, we're going to a pen shootout. And the pen shootout once again started off bad as the first 3 were scored, but Douglas Luiz missed one. But this pen shootout was crazy as both me and the other goalkeeper made save after save after save. And straight after that, we went to sudden death thanks to Vuskovic, where the next 4 penalties were scored. But then the final 2 penalties were left to be taken. And now it's Victor Rice. Can I go in and save this penalty? I make a save. And now Florea has to score this penalty, and we're Coppa Italia champs, and it goes in. We have done it. I have dragged Juventus to a Coppa win as we lift the Coppa Italia, and I can now start over Bento as of next season. And oh wow, I had a total of 22 clean sheets. It seems like I took over Bento somewhere throughout the season. And now at an 88 overall, there's a chance we won the Golden Glove this season. And as I win my first Serie A title, I actually just missed out on the Golden Glove by 1. Surely next season, that is mine. So in the brand new season, this has to be the season I win the Golden Glove. So for hopefully one last time in the Serie A, I'm going for the keeper development plan. And I only got better at the end of the season with 27 clean sheets. Now at a 91, surely that Golden Glove is mine. And as we win another Serie A title, I have finally won in the Serie A Golden Glove, winning my top 5 league objective. As the next Golden Glove I have to win is actually in the Premier League. And once again, I have received 3 different Premier League offers, with the first one being Man United, a chance to go back to where I started. And I would go ahead and be a starter as Diego Costa is their main keeper and Lamens left aside. However, do I really want to go back to a side that didn't trust me and sign Lamens all those years ago? And the second offer that's come in is actually from Liverpool, another huge club, and I would be starting as Mamardashvili. It's not better than me. However, a huge worry that I have is that if Erling Haaland is still at Man City, he's a nasty goal scorer. And the crazy thing is that last offer is actually from Man City, where once again I'd be the starting goalkeeper. But I know that the best striker in the Premier League won't be playing against me. The decision has been made. I'm joining City and dodging Erling Haaland. At least I hope. Can you imagine he's at United or Liverpool? And as I join Man City, look at their brand new kits. If you want these in your career mode, check out Road Kits in the link of the description. But anyways, as I'm joining the Citizens, I got 3 more Golden Gloves to win, and then I could possibly win the World Cup. Let's dominate the Premier League. And as I arrived here at Man City, it seems like I was right. Erling Haaland is here, and I'm completely dodging him, but proudly. And boys, I cannot lie, I think I will successfully win the Golden Glove here at City with this incredible side. But let's see if I'm correct as we're putting the sweeper keeper row again. And I had an incredible first season at City, 34 clean sheets, and even got my first ever assist. Now at a 92 overall, surely that Prem Golden Glove is ours. And as I win my first Prem title, yes, I've done it. I've won the Premier League Golden Glove. 2 Golden Gloves left to go, as the next one is actually the Champions League Golden Glove, getting the most clean sheets saves in the UCL. Well, let me tell you, we're in the UCL final. And I'm tied for most clean sheets with Red says, who is playing for Real Madrid, who we're facing. So if I can get a clean sheet tonight, not only will I win my first Champions League, but I will immediately win the UCL Golden Glove and move on to the last one. And could eventually win the World Cup and become the best goalkeeper of all time. And the UCL final started tough as Red says made a great save and so did I. But my defenders conceded a penalty and now I had to save it. And now Real Madrid have a penalty. It's Jude Bellingham goes to the right and I make the save. Let's go. And boys, after that penalty save, I was over the moon as I went ahead and had a total of 5 saves. The best performance of my career as Ryan Cherky put us 1-0 up. And yes, Ryan Cherky has given us the lead. After my incredible saves, we might win the Champions League and I might get the clean sheet. And yes, the ref blows the whistle. I have done it, kept the clean sheet, which gives me the Champions League Golden Glove as we lift the Champions League. And of course, the last Golden Glove to win is to win the World Cup Golden Glove by having the most clean sheets and try to win the entire thing. So we have arrived to the 2034 World Cup. However, there's a huge problem, and that is that I'm playing for the Mexican national team. And other than me, everybody in here is garbage and probably won't take me far enough to win. And let me tell you, I pulled off one of the biggest carry jobs in world football by dragging Mexico to the top of the group stages and dragging them all the way through the knockouts, beating some big sides, getting a clean sheet in every single game. Which means now we are in a World Cup final as of course I've topped the clean sheet, getting my final Golden Glove as Escobar is nowhere near me. So that means all I have to do is drag Mexico through one more game and we could win their first ever World Cup and I could become the greatest goalkeeper of all time. And surprisingly, the World Cup final kicked off with a bang. Barajas has given us a 1-0 lead. How are we winning? And then I continued my good form, making 2 great saves. However, I had the biggest howler of my career. Bro, how in the hell did I concede that? The easiest goal they will ever score. But sadly, it only got worse as Pedri made it 2-1. And all of a sudden, we're 2-1 down, Pedri scoring the goal. But I continued to work hard, making save after save. Then Mexico gave away a penalty in the 89th minute. If I don't save this, it's all over. And boys, if I don't save this penalty against Sierra, it's all over. I go to the right. And Spain make it 3-1 in the 90th minute. My dream of winning the World Cup is all over. And just like that, the ref blows the whistle. Spain lift the World Cup. I couldn't become the greatest of all time, but where would you rank me? And if you guys enjoyed this video, click on the screen and watch me become the world's best goalkeeper by winning a Ballon d'Or.